Like,
I was able to get some scrimmage work, with some situational stuff on Thursday and then some on Saturday. Did you see anything that stood out as maybe a big positive takeaway as far as signs of improvement?
yeah, I mean, there hasn't been anything that's been not positive. Everything's positive. Every coach is improving. Every player on defense is getting better. We're a work in progress. It's like I said, we have a whole bunch of players that have never participated in the games. So, but they are getting ready. They're working. They're giving everything they possibly have to give, and with kind of Groundhog's Day each day, we're trying to be the same guy every day, and they're really embracing that and coming to work. So, no one's disappointed.
Last week at this time, it sounded like install was going really well in 3-4. You're hoping to start hitting a review. Did that continue on through the week, the install ahead of schedule as far as?
Well, to co-sign that, to answer it, I got to co-sign the install of the 3-4. Like I don't necessarily know what you mean by that or what anybody might mean. We run our own system based on the staffs that we've been on. We've built it, and 3-4 is a component and a building block and a piece. And like all strong foundations, there are other pieces. So we're pleased with where we're at as it relates to the install. We are about players and players playing the plays and not necessarily the plays. So if we can care for each other really well and be fundamentally sound as a position, as a player, and then ultimately as a defense, a sound defense with our principles, then we believe we can defend.
When it comes to game day, you're going to be in the box.
Yes.
I guess what is your philosophy behind that? Why do you prefer to be upstairs as opposed to
Really?
generally?
I mean, I just like to focus, vantage point, distractions, lack of there, hide from the masses, the pitchforks and the burning sticks. So.
As far as the sideline communication, there are coaches that you're going to be leaning on, especially to kind of be the ones that deliver messages.
Absolutely.
Is it like a staff-wide deal, or is there any
The defensive staff, will structure to perform at a high level on game day. Absolutely, everybody has roles, and we practice those roles. We don't just talk about them. We'll talk about the roles. Everybody knows what the roles are in detail, and then we'll practice several instances of those roles being executed.
What progress have you seen Caleb Lightbourne make as a punter, and where do you want him to go from there?
Yeah, he's becoming more consistent. He is maturing. He's takes accountability more and is accountable and coachable. He tries to he really spends time inspecting his movement and the things that went wrong. Spend time and discipline trying to habitize the movement. Just because you don't want to have a lot of moving parts. So you try to duplicate the same thing over and over again. And he's very critical of that sweet spot, that movement that he needs to be in that groove. So we're working hard at it, and he is too.
When you have a lot of moving parts, how does that affect a punter's accuracy?
Yeah, every your foot's going to hit the ball. So every little thing that comes off track, let's say it's your first step. If your first step is inside an inch, the body's going to correct itself on the next step. And in that correction is where the problem is. If your arm is fully extended and locked out and contact happens, if on the next rep your arm is not fully extended and locked out, slightly bent, the ball comes in maybe an inch or inch and a half inside. And again, your foot's going to hit the ball, and that's where problems happen. So all those little things, you try to eliminate all those little things, try to have as few as possible, and then duplicate them over and over again.
Based on what we've seen from what we've heard from some of your linebackers, they seem to have a lot of confidence, not only in the scheme, but in the way they're fitting into it. What's been your perspective on that?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be hopeful that a competitive mindset is being built that's real. not false bravado, not fake nonsense, silliness, but one that's real, because you work and you do the work and you put the work in, and you prepare yourself. So you try to create environment that the contest is going to be like, and you perform in that. It should build confidence. And then as that continues, now the game, that's why I say playing in the game is what really becomes a catalyst for this positive spiral upward of, habit, preparation, expectations, mindset, confidence, and on and on and on, up.
Now that you've worked with Riley for 8-9 months, what's he like as a leader in the way that he not only leads people but delegates resources and allows you guys to do?
Coach Riley's a great leader. Coach Riley's one of the finest men in our business. And I think that you hear a lot of people say that he's a nice man and a kind man, and that's true. But he's a tough gentleman. It's more than that. He's a real football guy. He's a nuts and bolts guy. He's a tough guy, and he's a kind man, and he has great character in class. I'm learning a lot from him on how to behave, how to have patience, how to listen. He's a dynamic listener, spectacular listener. I'm honored and blessed to spend the time with him that I have. And it's just been an absolute benefit to my life. I'm so appreciative and honored by it.
What's makes him tough?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe playing on the football team with Bear Bryant. You think maybe that helped a little bit? His father is a coach. I don't know if you've ever been a son of a coach or what that might feel like, but it's probably like getting grade 10 sandpaper rubbed on your face every day. So I think that there's a lot of elements. Ben has done a great job. Ben has been one of the more improved players since fall camp started. He's learning how to play harder. He's learning how to cut it loose and not be thinking. He's a very cerebral young man and very smart. And in some instances in the past, you spend time thinking. That's not the time. It's a reacting man's game. So he has done a really good job of cutting it loose, so to speak, and playing hard. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
With the players that you don't haven't really seen the field, is there a difference that you kind of like because you get to mold their minds and make issues off the field that maybe someone that's kind of?
It's a good question. I didn't mean to chuckle, but game experience is so spectacularly valuable. There would never be an instance where game experience wouldn't be a benefit, I think. Thank you.